Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Today, Taurus, I'm going to use the Muse Tarot, and I'm going to do a 9-card spread here. It's a general reading, so we're going to look at all sorts of different aspects of you, your energy, your past, your future, your strength, weaknesses to work on, and see how we can build that up for you. There is an extended at the end of this reading. The link is at the top of the description if you're drawn to it. And in the extended, I will look at potential outcomes and advice for you moving forward. You'll get lots of advice in this too, so don't worry. All right, Taurus. Bovine babies. My Taurians, my bovine babies. Page of Materials is the overall energy of your reading. Your mental emotional state is the Four of Materials. There's a lot of, well, look at you. A lot of your own energy coming out here. It's really nice. And it's funny, I was just talking about you the other day to one of the other signs. I think it was Pisces, because they had like no water. And I said, you know, I've done that before with Taurus where they had no pentacles. Look at you. You have a pentacle time. So what you need to do to move forward. Whoa, the world. What is it called? The world cosmos. So the world is like a completion in a cycle. Coming to the end. Your recent past is most significant to you. Ace of Materials. And so the materials, yeah, they're like pentacles. So you're getting a lot, like a new beginning, some sort of new beginning. I want to say, when I say most significant too, is maybe not necessarily in your whole life. It may not always come through that way, but at least to this reading, to the message that's coming through to you. Immediate future, most significant. The Magician. You're manifesting something. What could it be? Or you're about to. Your strength. The Empress? Oh my goodness, that's your energy, all lots of Venus. Taurus, you're looking fine. Your energy, okay, the energy that surrounds and supports you right now. Whoa, it's the Six of Voices. I love this card. Oh, and for it to come out on in the placement that it represents, the energy that surrounds and supports you right now. This is like the universe guiding you over a very precarious and very dangerous circumstance. You know, maybe it's not so scary. I know somebody said, wow, sometimes coming to your readings, Cindy, I feel like I'm going through an Indiana Jones movie. So it's probably maybe not that bad. But it's something that's detrimental to your journey. Your guides, the universe, is making sure that things play out. So it's almost like, don't worry, you won't misstep. There'll always be a hand there. Have you ever seen that cartoon? It's a cartoon where someone is coming out of a car and they didn't bring the little steps, so they use their hands. That's what that's like. The universe is making sure right now that there's no misstep. You're being guided. Energy out there that you're not aware of. Surprise from the universe. The Ten of Emotions, the Ten of Cups. I almost don't want to clarify anything in this reading for you. Wow, your weakness of what you need to work on is the Knight of Emotions. So that's interesting because there's a surprise coming. It's like the Ten of Cups, but what you need to work on here is the Knight of Cups. You're in a lot of pentacles right now, though. You're in a lot of pentacles. Wow, you're shining. You are the universe. You are the galactic cosmos. I never looked at that Empress card carefully. It's taken me a while to really connect with this deck. I think there's so much information. It takes a while for it to like really sort of seep in for me. And I view it differently than I viewed other things. So, okay, let's look at this. I don't have a tendency to push the cards that way. What's at the bottom? Oh, the Page of Inspiration and the Six of Cups and the Awakening. Wow, that's crazy. I did a pre-shuffle trying to figure out what reading, like what layout I wanted to do for you. And it's really interesting because the underline, after I finished that, this card and that card were there. And they're peeking through again. The Page of Inspiration, the Page of Wands, the Six of Emotion or Cups, Awakening, Judgment, and the Three of Emotion. The Three of Cups. Actually, this card came out in your overall energy. So the cards that I was getting ready to do your reading have come out again. We'll go into that in a minute. So the overall energy that you have right now is, I'm going to give you the message of what these symbolize as just tarot cards, and then I'm going to go deeper into the imagery and see what else I can pull out. So right now, from what the cards are telling me, your overall energy, the reading that we're talking about here right now, is taking sort of like a new step forward. Taking a new step forward, being kind of, I don't know if cautious is the right word, but definitely thoughtful in your process and thinking about each step along the way. That's how I would kind of describe the Page of Pentacles in terms of being a little bit different from the other pages. And isn't that funny? Because the energy that surrounds and supports you now is this. Maybe you almost sense that the ground around you is sort of precarious. Maybe it's not so much as precarious, but it's fresh and new. You know, think about like outside here. We're kind of past that point, but when the snow first melts, the ground is like quicksand. It's so soft, you know, until it's melted, but all the moisture hasn't seeped down further. It's like your footing is very new and fresh here. So let's just see what happens. Now that's the overall energy of this reading, and I kind of see it here, but I think you're being carefully guided. Your mental emotional state is the Four of Materials, the Four of Pentacles. Oh, get out of town. And then you have the Empress as your strength. Because the Four of Materials, oh, but it's not, why am I getting that? I'm getting this message like Empress in waiting. I don't know why I'm getting that. That's actually the Nine of Materials. But that message just hit me in the face. That's what's going on here. There's something that you've, either with the Four Materials, you've either felt like a lack in the past, or you're anticipating the potential for lack in the future. So you're really hanging on to all of the little roses that you're collecting along the way. Kind of hanging on to them, not wanting to be too quick with like spending what you have, or dispersing the little roses that you can collect. Information, you know, even collecting information with the Page of Pentacles, wanting to hang on to this. But I'm really feeling like it's an Empress in waiting, and that's really funny because you have the Empress card right below it, the way they're sitting. They're sitting here like this on the table. And this one represents your strength. Well, let's keep going. So, what you need to do to move forward is to release the past. Let the past go. Allow yourself to move forward. You're being guided here to move forward. You will not misstep. You can't step into a trap. That's what that feels like. Because this kind of looks like a trap. Like if you think about a bear trap or something, or a pit with spikes in it, that won't happen here. Like the energy surrounds and supports you. You cannot step into a dangerous pit. Your recent past is some sort of new beginning. A new beginning, sort of getting your grounding, and maybe that's what this represents. Getting your grounding and then kind of trying to walk forward with that. Really carefully and really cautiously. So you've had a new beginning on some element here. There's so much with the roses and the flowers right now. I guess they represent the Page of the Materials in this deck. But it does really feel like springtime. And it's funny because here, like the forecast is going to rain for most of the week. And I think, well, April showers, bring May flowers. And I mean, I know your sign starts in April, but May is sort of there would be probably moratoriums in that period, which is springtime for you. So you're moving into, definitely as the zodiac energy is moving into your energy, so are you. The immediate future, the Magician. Something either that you've been manifesting, or you're going to start some sort of new course of manifesting. I kind of feel like for me, this card tells me like you've been manifesting something, and that's coming towards you in the immediate future. Now here we are with this Empress card. This feels like a huge, huge heart chakra opening. And it's not just kind of opening up on like a level of being human. It's opening up on a level far beyond. It almost reaches through space and time, the way this is depicted. Being closed off, look at this, right? Because she's holding things tight to her chest. The Four of Pentacles often is someone holding a coin or something close, and they're balancing it on their head and a garter on their foot. They're making sure everything that they can possibly possess or get, that they're kind of clinging on to that and holding on to that. But it's also closed off. It's closed off. It's not opening up. Your strength here is to kind of open up at this point, because you're being told that you won't fall into any dangerous pits. There's no traps here that you're going to fall into. My stomach is bothering. I'm trying to get through this reading. I've changed my diet because of the things that the dentist put in my mouth, and I keep breaking them. So I'm having like pureed fruits, and my stomach is not... Anyways, I'm trying to be really cool about it, but just so you know, I'm pushing through for you. Okay. You won't fall into any pits. You're okay. Open up. Because this is where you are, but this is your strength. I opened up with you, I'm telling you. And I'll tell you, baby food tastes like shit. I bought some baby food just as like, if I don't have time to puree stuff. Oh my God. It just kind of tells you how much the adult palate has been ruined with salt and sugar and all sorts of stuff. So not even Lily, my dog, liked it. I gave her a little stuff like, what are you eating? So we're both going to lose weight now. It's perfect. Energy out there that you are not aware of. Surprise from the universe. This is the 10 of Cups. I mean, I kind of saying that why that's maybe a good reason to open up. I always hate to tell people to do that, though, because it's like telling someone to pull down a wall. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe the wall's been built for a reason. That's what the Four of Pentacles is. The wall is being built for a reason. Either there's been hardship, there's been loss, there's been drought in the past, or you can see where the future's going and it feels like it could go in that direction. So you're kind of hanging on to stuff. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But your weakness is the Knight of Emotions, which makes a lot of sense because this is closed off. It's closed like a cramp. Oh my God. I'm getting like the worst stitch in the side of my... It's like, oh, cool. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't want to stop the reading because these cards are so significant. Okay, I'm not going to look at the bottom just yet. I want to clarify the Magician here. And you probably want me to clarify the 10 of Cups, right? Emotions. And then I need a second. Actually, I need a second to look at all the symbolism here. Okay, yeah. So look at her dress. See, I'm seeing this now. Her dress has the cosmos and the stars in there. So you kind of are the cosmos and the stars. You have this really expansive growth potential in you right now. That's your strength. The cosmos and the stars. And I think about that, what happens? Well, the Big Bang tells us everything is just continuing to pull away and expand and grow from each other. So that kind of tells me you have that in you. You don't have to worry about a period of lack anymore. That's what the cards are sort of saying. You don't have to worry about that so much. Allow the past to go. Allow the past to go. And look, at the past is just the world. You're going into the cosmos. You're going beyond this. You're going beyond where you were before. Because this is just holding up the world. And this is closing off the cycle. Close off the cycle of the smallness that you knew before. And please, so I feel like your spirit guides are saying, and please, even just ever so slightly, open up to the massive expansive energy that you have within you. You don't have to hold it back and protect it anymore because we're protecting you. Oh, you don't have to protect it anymore because they're protecting you. Sorry, I choked on my spit. That's the other thing I got going on with all this stuff in my mouth. Too much saliva. It's a nasty mess. Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Materials, all this flowering. Your recent past, which is significant. You did something in the past here. And I think if you look at it closely, it will give you more opportunity to believe in yourself. Because there's so many flowers here. What's going on right here? Yeah. So the way you're being really cautious, you kind of hold them tight. It's limiting you to just roses. Roses are super pretty, and the real wild ones, oh my God, they smell so good. But they can be very short-lived. So that can be part of the frame of mind that's going on. But you've done something in the past here. You've created something. You had some sort of a new start that was more than just roses here, Taurus. It was more than just roses. I feel like kind of look back on that to see. It'll show you. It's almost as if your spirit guides, the universe wants to come through to try to show you that they're doing this. Stuck in my hand. Now, see, the magician has got spheres. We call them spheres in my house right now. Oh, that's different. That's a different kind of message. Okay. Okay, talking about a download, but it's not a download. You're uploading. Your intention. Okay, I was trying to understand why this told me you were uploading. You're not downloading. This energy is not, it's not coming into you. It's actually leaving you. And I feel that because it kind of lights up here. It's like, this is where it connects. So it tells me it's coming from you, which would make so much sense because it's a magician, it's manifesting. But it feels a little bit more than that. Like you are manifesting in the future, but it's almost like you're giving information. And this is a funny little thing going through my head that's coming up right now. I always joke about pets. I swear to goodness, like dogs, cats, lizards, whatever you keep in your house. You know when your pet watches you? You think, sometimes I wonder if they're like little aliens and they're like making notes and then they go somewhere at night or they sleep, or when they sleep, they upload all that information to the mothership. This is what the humans are doing right now. Is this odd? I don't know. It feels like an upload in the future. So this experience, the experiences that you've been through, put those behind you. Put those behind you because it's almost like what you've been through is going to be shared with a collective. I believe that can happen, but I've never received it like in a message like this. Because we are all connected. This is the sort of thing that gets shared in the Akashic records. I'm almost seeing like the Akashic records, and there's an air. I don't even know a lot about them. It's just sort of the cosmic encyclopedia of everything that ever has been and everything that ever will be for everyone. But there's almost like there's a section that everyone can go into. And it's a learned experience. It would possibly even explain like monarch butterflies. How are they just born and they know, you know, to fly from the far Canadian north to Mexico every year. And then I was just watching David Attenborough and these, was it flamingos? No, I don't remember what it was now. Oh, no, was it flamingo? I think it was flamingos. And was it in Australia? I lose the details. But I was at the dentist, so I was partly panicked while I was watching it. I was trying to focus on it. But they go, there's a big lake. I think it's in Australia. It's a salt bed. And it fills up with the right amount of rainwater. And it only does it for a short period of time. And some of these flamingos, it's never happened in their lifetime. But they know when that rain goes, they all go there because they got exactly what they need in a very short period of time to have a huge, abundant breeding process. We're like, kind of sounds like a giant orgy, but it's like, everybody go, we're going to have a good time. But like, that's really, I mean, to me in itself, that's kind of evidence that this can happen. That a species or an individual within a species can go through an experience and it can be somehow shared with the others. That's what this is. It's done. Whatever you've been through, it's caused you to be very cautious. Maybe it's your whole life. I don't know. Or maybe it's just one event recently or in the past and it's been triggered in you again. And you're kind of tight. You're tight with your energy. You're tight with expanding. You're tight with sharing. Feels very hermity, a little bit hermity. But you're almost like, okay, in the immediate future, it's just very soon. I don't know if it takes place in a dream or you have a nap or you just zone out for a bit. But it's almost as if everything you've been through, and I want to say, it might even feel like you're cleansed from it. You're purified of it from the past. It's like you've been through something that had to be, you experienced, and I'm sure many of us do, but I've never had it come through a reading like this in such a profound way, that you are sharing it back up into the cosmos. And in part, in doing that, it cleanses you of this. And it doesn't necessarily mean, well, you feel like it never happened, but it removes you from becoming the experience. Right? The experience was a lesson, and it wasn't just a lesson to you. It was a lesson to be shared beyond yourself. So then I sort of imagine as people pass on and they go back up into the ethereal, they are shared this information on some level. So when they come back down, they don't make that mistake, or it doesn't play out. It's really cool. It's almost like you've taken on a deep karmic lesson for the collective. So come on, this is your strength. You're going to feel it. I kind of sense like when this happens, this finally leaves you. This is your strength. You're going to feel it. You're going to open up. You're going to really recognize the expansive, incredible energy that you have within you. It's not to be self-contained. It really is not. They got you. I don't even need to clarify. I don't need to clarify this reading. This deck really spoke to me today through you, for you. Okay, I'm going to say it now. I didn't want to say it at the beginning because I thought I don't want to give him a big head. I'm going to say it now after what I just read out of that Magician card. So this here, what I'm seeing here, this person is bowing to you. Like, and I don't mean it in a worshipful way, a very respectful way. And you are being carried over this bridge. Because, like, you've done, this was a self-sacrifice on some level here, but it's been shared with, it will be shared with the collective. You've helped actually more than yourself. I really, if you don't believe me, think about monarch butterflies and these flamingos in Australia. Like, how do they know? David Attenborough said it's got to be true. Some of these flamingos weren't even born the last time this lake filled up, but they go, they know. That's what you've done for humanity on some level here. So there's a great deal of respect and carrying you forward. And look at where it carries you. Because look at the dots. Can you see them on here? I don't know. This isn't quite as good as, and I can't see what I'm doing. See all these little white dots? Can you see them? I hope you can. But there's a whole bunch of little white dots, and it leads off this card. And then all those little white dots pick up over here. So you are being led. It's... what would it be? I won't say a reward, but maybe in a sort of in a strange sense, there's 10 of emotion, emotional fulfillment, happy. Look at all sorts of, oh, crazy. Oh, my stomach, I gotta stop with the baby food. Oh my God. All sorts of beautiful flowers. Like origami. Did I say that right? I didn't say that right. Origami. Akanami. Why can't I say it now? It's not edamame. I get those from the sushi plates. You know when you make beautiful things out of paper? Folding them? Why can't I think of what that is? Oh, this reminds me of a lotus flower about to bloom. The pattern that is held in these white dots. You went through a guk. And now it's time to, it's surely soon time to bloom. It's a surprise. This card is so different from everything else on here. It's really weird. It doesn't connect with anything else. Which is what your weakness is, what you need to work on. It doesn't connect with, okay, so maybe you need to change the card somehow. Like the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Emotions. Opening up your emotions, moving forward. And I don't feel like it's saying like, come on, go out and be really romantic and just spread it. It's a little hard to do if this is kind of where you are right now. These two cards. Just a little bit. It feels like just a little bit. Just, I really swear to goodness that the universe is coming out real strong to tell you, you're okay. You will cross this bridge. There is no pit there. There's nothing that's going to like stab you. If you've been backstabbed in the past, if you've been being betrayed, that's not there on the other side of the bridge. And on the other side, maybe you're caught. Look at, she's hanging onto that finger, and she's kind of looking over the edge like, ew, I don't even know if that's close enough. I can't jump that far. That might be a feeling of it too. Maybe it feels like a huge leap to go from the Four of Materials, Pentacles, all kind of seized up with your energy and tight with it, to this huge, expansive, emotional explosion. Okay, quickly, before I have to run to the bathroom. The underline. The Page of Inspiration. Ah, look at that. Look at what you're doing. See, this is what I mean. It's like, see, okay, she feels very sort of contained as she's delivering this information. But then look at the way, it almost like it's light, and everything that you've been through, again, sharing it, and it goes out into the cloud. And look at this freedom, like this free, funky, it's really like almost being released from heavy weight. And you have glowing kitty cats. Wow, it's almost like you might have a gift of animals communicating to you. And if you already do, that will be stronger. Oh, where is it, right? Oh my gosh. Someone's making a trip back to you, and it's your inner child. Look at that. Your inner child is coming back to you. You kind of feel almost like it feels hollowed out. Hollowed out from whatever you've been through. Hollowed out. And I see there's this little kid with a little suitcase and a little airplane. She's got her like aviator glasses on and her little like the silly you has been hollow. It's hollow. You almost feel hollow perhaps after everything you've been through, and then even like allowing it to be removed from you. So there's a sense of your inner child is coming back to find you. Oh, and look at the awakening in the Three of Cups. Connecting deep. Even deeper. You're going to have a really strong connection with... I don't know why, though. I'm hearing sort of like you had to do this. I don't know why you had to do that. But then once you do that, you're connected on even a much deeper level here. It's almost like it's sitting, it's weird, like I used to think this was the heart chakra, but it's sitting almost at the collarbone, which to me would kind of be, it's almost closer to the throat chakra. Communication without words, but you communicating. That's the change here. That's why you had to do this. It's almost as if you can so maybe not even so much the animals communicate, but you will communicate to all sorts of things without words. And then the Three of Emotions. Why does the water fall from the crescent moons? You're releasing something. Why does the water fall from the crescent moons? I'm going to show you that, and I need to look at it again. They've never found water on the moon. I don't know why. This, like, what? It doesn't feel like it's, I don't know. This is a really weird reading. Like, I feel like for a minute it tries to pull me out really cosmically, and then it pulls me right back in to, like, your personal story. The moon, the cycles of the moon. The moon, oh my gosh, okay. Like okay, this is like a really deep message. I don't know. It seems, it's really deep. The three oceans. I'm hearing the three oceans with the three women here. The three oceans. Which three oceans? The Pacific, the Atlantic, the Arctic. There's something, it's literally like the energy of humanity has caused some sort of a problem. I mean, okay, you could say like every aspect of humanity has caused pretty big problems for the oceans. I need to clarify that. Three of emotions. Oh, yeah, it has something to do with water. Your water. Let's just keep it there. I'm not ready to do. Maybe I need to do like separate readings just for really, really deep cosmic. Because they're trying to come in, but... And I'm also fighting a little bit because it's combining the two is... It's difficult. The Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So we can just bring it right back to your weakness or what you need to work on. It's exhausted. You know, you're really tired of sharing your cup. You're really tired. It feels like you're really tired of trying to share your cup. But this Three of Emotions is saying like there will be also, because it's the Three of Cups. So it's coming together in celebration again. A cycle of completion perhaps with those moons sitting there. I'm going to go. Thank you, Taurus. I'm going to go do your extended. I might do a pit stop before then. Yeah, the link is at the top of the description. I'll look at potential outcome and more advice for you moving forward. Until then, do be gentle. No. I'm having one of those days. I swear to goodness, I'm kind of having one of those days. You know what it is? It's been like, this is the 4th day. I haven't had to get my son to school. So my brain is just kind of like mellowing out. It's like, well, we didn't have to get up at a certain time. You know how that happens? And you sort of go out of like being on to just being like, oh, whatever. So, hopefully I'll see you here next time. Until then, do be gentle with yourself. Bye.